MJ, hi, welcome. First one here, and you're first. Congratulations. I'm doing my diligence with posting right now. We're gonna keep my cam off, but I'll chit chat a little bit. Um, how's it going? Surprise, absolute surprise. Friday, and I'm not even cooking. What is the world coming to? I've even dragged my chair in here so I can sit down while I'm doing this because I honestly have no concept of how long this could take. It could be real short, could be real long, could be real in the middle. That is an adorable little emote, MJ. Okay, we're all posted up. We're all posted up. I didn't even name the scene. Scene 2. Hi. I've got a bit of an awkward setup today because one of my screens is behind the other, so I can kind of see what's going on. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Here we are. Slightly different angle on the kitchen. Let's close that. You can see how over on this side, how I hang my cast iron above the stove where you can never see it. Um, I've got milk. It's more than just in case. I want a palate cleanser that will also help take down some of the spice levels because comparing these things, spice levels, is going to be part of the important comparison. So if, for example, this is here to hold bottles so I can do it. For example, I'm pretty sure Buldak here is going to be really, really hot. So I want to be able to cool that off so it doesn't spoil my palate for the rest of it. Um, so yes, we've got a jug of milk. I suppose I should pour myself that glass. And I've got rice. We're not just tasting this stuff naked either. Um, because you don't typically eat sriracha completely bare. You eat it on something. So it's usually, like most sauces, going to be stronger than. It's going to be too strong if you taste it normal, neat. Uh, we've also got a mix here. We've got the regular srirachas and we've got the mayo srirachas. So I'm going to do one and then the other. We're going to do the mayos, I think, at the end. Um, yeah. So that's the plan today. I have no idea how. I can't see the view numbers today, so I have no idea. We'll let people filter in a little bit. We do have a little bit of bookkeeping, a couple of notes here. This one from the mayo selection comes in a strange jar that is not like any of the other containers. So I have transferred some into a squeeze bottle so I can administer it hopefully fairly. So when the squeeze bottle comes out, that's not my homemade one. Another is this one, and I think this is just going to end up with a fail right off the bat because I got this here Shark brand, and when I've opened I opened all these to make sure I wasn't fussing with the little safety seals while we were live. This one had a plastic wrap halfway down the neck, and when I got the plastic wrap off, it had these ugly brown globs hidden underneath it. And I don't think I'm going to eat that one. I think we're just going to give that one an F. If their seals cannot withstand sitting on the shelf for a little bit, then that's probably a bad sign. So unfortunately, I think Shark Brain is just going to get an F right off the bat. I'm not going to run a risk of finding out what those brown lobs are. Cybertraz! Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's give Cybertraz a shout. I'm sure the stuff on the bottom will be fine. Sure, yep. How do we get down there? Also, Chemical. I haven't seen you here in a while either. Wow, all the friends are showing up on this strange Friday non-cooking stream. So those are the notes. Let's shout out Chemical too. Here, I spelled all that right. I can't do two shout outs. Dave the Diver. I haven't played Dave the Diver, but I've watched quite a bit of it, and I absolutely love that game. Anyways, we should probably start because I don't think this is going to take mega long. I guess we'll find out. I should get a plate. We are starting with the standard, the regular, the basic, the original. Give it a nice shake. Hui Fong Foods. I've got a thing of rice right above the corner, right there. This is the standard. This has for ages. For a long time, it was the only one, and I still would consider it the standard. Hui Fong Foods, served thusly. And I have a little extra spoon for just giving tasters to it. Flemish, Glacier, get down in here. Ugh. Right off the bat, it's spicy. I did preload with an antacid just in case, because this thing is going to maybe do a number on me. Right off the bat, it's spicy. A little dab on the spoon. It's spicy, pepper forward, garlicky, prominently garlicky. It's spicier than I remember. I wonder if there's a variation. It's been a minute since I got the OG, because I couldn't get it. When you couldn't get it, that's when all these brands showed up. Spare. Oh my God, 36 months. Have I been at this for 36 months? How is that possible? Thank you so much. That's 4 Twitch babies. I mean, we all probably know what this one tastes like. It's spicy. It's pepper forward. It's a little bit sweet, but not massively sweet. It's very garlicky, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't have a lot else going on. Checking over our ingredients: chilies, sugar, salt, garlic, acetic acid, potassium sorbate, sodium those are preservatives, and gum, xanthan gum, to give it a little bit of thickness. It's the standard. It's been the standard for a long time now. 3 years. I can't believe I've been at this for 3 years. Because I know you signed up right away. As soon as I got over that hill, you were there. Spear, because you've got that little first right next to your name. So Hoi Fong. Oop, I gotta roll down here and find it. Ugh, it's behind my other screen. It's behind my other screen. It's at the bottom. I'm giving it an A. Did my thing move? I feel like I moved this. Should be there. I'm giving Hoi Fong an A. Spear is permanently first. I don't know if they changed the recipe. It seems spicier than I remember. I'm giving it an A. It's an all-around good sauce. It's peppery, garlicky, just a little bit sweet. I'm expecting some of these to be very sweet. Just a little bit sweet. Excellent ingredient, excellent topping. Probably wouldn't drink it by itself. It is got a good punch to it still too. And I think A is a good place for the standard. We can go up from there. We can push comes to shove. We can downgrade it if we really end up loving something way more. I don't have a place to put the ones I've already tasted. I need like a second table right over here. I guess we'll just remember. I mean, of course we'll remember. We've got the tier list right there. Which ones should we start or should we go on to next after we've hit the standard? Now, I'm not wooed by the packaging. Bit late for that. And also, I'm just by myself, so I can't do a double blind. And I don't have that many jars. This is one I've been wanting to try since I saw it. Frank's made a Sriracha. Which it's you can see how the fact that it does not run down the neck there is a very thick one. Let's get out some rice. They claim it's only medium hot. Let's find out. I like regular Frank's. This one also has a flip top dispenser with a very thin nozzle on it. Put a little on a spoon there, and it's much thicker. It's much thicker than the Hoi Fong. Yep, white rice. Starting to think I should taste it by itself and then taste it on the rice, rather than the way I'm doing it. It's significantly less hot. It's significantly less spicy than Hoi Fong. It's also significantly less garlicky. Another dab of that. Really savor it. It's less garlicky and less spicy. It's much thicker, too. You can taste the Franks in it. The pepperiness comes through as the Franks, but it's not like really strong. What else is in here? Franks. Sugar, soy sauce. Yeah, no, that's what it is. It's got a savory element to it, and that's going to be the soy sauce. Carrot, sesame oil, paprika. So they went with spices, like spices and carrots and savoriness. I like the thickness of it. As a sriracha, I think if I was reaching for sriracha and put that on it, whatever I was eating, I'd be a little disappointed. I understand the need to set yourself apart, but I think Frank's is such a legendary brand that they should stand on their own merits. I don't dislike it. Where are you, Frank? I'm grabbing all the ones I can't get to. I gotta get a better way to do this. I'm gonna put Frank's below. You know what? Since Frank's itself, I'm gonna put Frank's in C. I see what's happening. My squares are making the thing here wider. If I move us up a little bit, I can. Oop! No. A little bit disappointed in Frank's. Because normally I quite like Frank's just regular sauce, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Up next, Tabasco. Now this one I have had before because when I could not find Hoi Fong, Tabasco was what I got. Because I saw it there on the shelf where the Hoi Fong used to be. I was like, oh, interesting. I'll give that one a try. So I have tried this one. I've tried Hoi Fong too, but again, it's been a minute, so we'll give them a fair shake. The consistency is very similar to the Hoi Fong. Thick, but not super thick. I said I was going to taste the regular one first here. Arash Mickey. Hi, welcome. Now that one is different. It's again less spicy than the Hoi Fong, but more spicy than the Franks. It's once again really peppery and really garlic forward. I see. So they didn't just, so what Frank's did was they started out with Frank's Red Hot sauce, and then they added stuff to it to make their version. What Tabasco did was started out by making sriracha, red jalapeno peppers, sugar, salt, garlic, vinegar, and then they added to that Tabasco sauce to give it that Tabasco character. But they started out by making sriracha. So it's less spicy. It's got a little bit of that Tabasco flavor in there, maybe, but it's not really strong. It tastes mostly just like Sriracha. It's got a good flavor. It's got a good pepper flavor. It tastes like peppers. Pepper forward is what I would call that one. But it's got the garlickiness to it as well. It brought back the garlickiness that Frank's was missing. Where am I going to put Tabasco? Why aren't these in any kind of order? They were alphabetical when I loaded them in. Everybody rests in D for a second before they get up there. B or A? It's not better than Hoi Fong. I'm gonna put it in A next to Hoi Fong, but a little bit below. This one I think will stand really well as a topping more than an ingredient. Put this on top at the end before you eat something because it's less spicy, so you don't need to worry about cooking it off at all. And it's got that really nice, rich pepper flavor. Preservative free. My mouth hurts a little bit already, so hey, this is gonna be fun. Flamingo! First. Oh, Glacier's not first. MJ's first. Something wonky happened there. I like it. I'm not actually a massive fan of Tabasco regular, but that was pretty good. I'm giving Tabasco's Sriracha an A. That's the big names. Those are the big names. Where should we go next? I think, okay. We're going to stick with some of the bigger name ones. Lee Kum Kee. Lee Kum Kee, of course, makes 1.5 million Asian style sauces, both as ingredients and as condiments. They take up a good portion of the aisle just by themselves. And I have never tried their Sriracha. I don't like their lid. It's a little on the loose side. Ooh, theirs is very thick again. Very thick, much like the Frank's. Which in the realm of these sauces, I think means that they have put a bunch of xanthan gum in it. Let's give it a taste. A fly has joined us. A tiny, tiny fruit fly this time. Ooh, my nose is running a little bit too. How did you get first, Flamingo? We already had a first. And I don't think I dropped. Did I drop? Doesn't say I've dropped anything. Weird. Weird. Anyways, let's taste. Interesting. It's slightly gritty. It's pulpy. It's not as ground as smoothly as the other ones have been. So far, all of these have been less spicy than Hoi Fong, which is surprising to me. I thought that was going to be the middle of the road, but nope. least not so far. Maybe I should have a second taste to make sure I didn't just burn my mouth on the very first bite. It's slightly gritty. It's slightly gritty. I'm gonna take another little dab of it. It's way less garlicky. It doesn't taste like jalapeno pepper. It tastes like a different kind of pepper. A less flavorful pepper as well. I know that that's what they got on the picture, but it tastes more like a cayenne based. Well, that's why I've got the milk. It's supposed to cleanse my palate. I don't know, Lee Kum Kee. What you got in here? Red chili, vinegar, sugar, garlic, salt, xanthan gum. So again, xanthan gum. I think you guys added a little bit too much xanthan gum. It's very thick. It's low on the garlic. It's low on the garlic a lot more than the other ones have been. And it's got a really strong pepper flavor, but that pepper flavor isn't jalapeno pepper flavor. It's a different pepper. And even the ingredients, they don't call out red jalapenos, they just say red chili. The other ones have all said red jalapenos. If the milk doesn't work, we'll take a break and try to cleanse my palate with something else. We'll try to work this out. Lee Kum Kee, where are you gonna go? And yeah, for Frank's, I like regular Frank's quite a bit. Their Sriracha let me down, I think. Tastes more like a, I don't know. I did. I took on off-brand Pepsid ahead of this because I figured, ooh wee, I was gonna have a bad time with just a bunch of rice and hot sauce. I still might have a bad time with just a bunch of rice and hot sauce, but I'm gonna put Lee Kum Kee. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. It's not actively off-putting. I think I may have been too harsh on Frank's, because I think I want to put Lee Kum Kee in C. I feel like Frank's did a better job. This isn't bad, but it really isn't Sriracha. If you pick this up expecting Sriracha, you're going to be disappointed because this is not the same sauce. Oh well. Up next. Melinda's. Melinda's line of hot sauces I am completely unfamiliar with. I've never tasted any of them. Comes in a nice little bottle. Small size. It's the only size they have. Some of these, I selected the smaller size when available. Some of these brands did not have a smaller size. It's got this kind of lid where there's a little capper that comes off. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. The consistency is a little bit waterier. Well, looser than the Hui Fong. Give it a taste. Oh my. Ooh. Ooh. It's less garlicky and more vinegary. All of these were available in locally except for Trader Joe's, which I had to drive to Minneapolis for. I didn't order in any of these. This is all stuff I was able to find in stores around here. Um, there's not a Trader Joe's here, but there's a Trader Joe's in the Twin Cities, and I went there. It's got a slower burn to it. This one, it's got a good spice. Um, I gotta take smaller mouthfuls of rice. It's less garlicky, but way more vinegary and way more peppery. It's it's bright. It's almost fruity, but there's nothing. The only fruit in here is pepper. Ooh, but it's got a good burn to it, more like the original in that case. Melinda's. Let's get Melinda's up here. Where are we putting Melinda's? I'm gonna controversially take a little dab. Take a little dab of Hoi Fong to compare. Wow, these things are different. Hoi Fong is much garlickier. Much garlickier. Melinda's is much more bright and peppery. Do I give it an A? Do I give it an S? I feel like I like it a little bit less than Tabasco. Ugh. Pepper is a fruit. I'm going to put it in A. I'm going to give Melinda an A. It's different. It's for sure different. It's got a slower burn, making my eyes sweat. Let's adjust the lineup over here. I can start putting the used ones toward the back. Whew. I feel like I was harsh on Frank's. Where do you want to try next? What do you want to try? Well, okay. As mentioned, whatever this stuff is, I am not going to mess with it. And unfortunately, that brand had two different flavors that both did the same thing. So, we're going to go right ahead and go F and F. Double fail. 2 bottles of your hot sauce that I got at 2 different locations. Both had safety seal failures and the stuff went weird. So get with the program, Shark brand. It's unfortunate too because these are massive bottles, but I'm not gonna mess around with weird random brown lumps. And yeah, I didn't get them at the same store or on the same day. I got them at different stores, different times, different days, and they both failed. Uh, so there you go. It was Sriracha medium and Sriracha strong, which is why I labeled one as strong. So the fact that I had a double, if it was just one, I'd say it's probably a fluke. I had two from different stores on different days. Nope. That's a serious issue, and I would say get yourself sorted out there, Shark brand. Fortunately, they weren't very expensive. It was some kind of discount. It was some kind of discount brand. Here's the discount brand that I see all the time, and I in fact see local restaurateurs at the grocery store loading up sriracha, not hoi fong. They load up on ox, which is definitely a discount brand. Give it a shake. Yeah, I don't know what happened there with Shark Brand, but this one's again on the thick side. It's high in gums. Taste blank. It's very mild, unless my taste buds have completely burned out. Let me double check I haven't completely burned my mouth. You know, I think I actually have burned my taste buds a little bit. The hoi fong is less spicy than it was at the beginning, too. Still spicier than this, but less spicy. Let me take another dab. It's chili, water, sugar, garlic, tapioca starch. Interesting. That's going to be the thickness. It's peppery. It's sour, but like vinegar sour. Peppery, garlicky, more vinegary than. I am using milk. Mm. Like the hoi fong, this one is hotter on the rice than it was by itself. It's good though. For being a obvious knockoff, you know, clearly taking a little inspiration there. It's spicy. It's peppery. It's very garlic forward. Also, WeFormer, hi. When did you get here? Just now? Blending in with the crowd? Welcome in. We're doing something weird today. We're doing something weird today. I like it. I like it. I think it's a good, solid imitation of the original. It's not blowing my mind, but considering that it's cheaper than the oh, excuse me. I feel like that's gonna keep happening. I'm going to give it a solid, where's my mouse? I'm going to give that a solid B. It's doing a great job of imitating that original, but it's not bringing anything special to the party. Flamingo's here too. I didn't shout out Flamingo. Bang. All you all go bother Flamingo someday. Give Ox Brand a good B. I like it. It's a decent imitation. It's a decent, solid imitation, and it was less spicy, although it had a little bit more of a back end spice to it. Let's keep going. Keep going. Roland. Roland has a weird cap. It's got a safety outer cap and the twisty kind of cap. Oh, and a really stiff, hard to squeeze bottle. That might be a strike against it. Because it's going to make getting the last bits of it out of this bottle hard. But let's see how we taste. Whoa, it's completely different. It's really sweet. It's really sweet. Thank you for lurking, Glacier. See you on the other side. Oh, weird. It's so sugary. Oh, that's... Wow. Yeah, it's sugary. This is the first one that has a calorie count on it because it has enough sugar in it that even at 1 teaspoon, it registers calories for the sugar. This one is, and on the ingredient list, sugar is above garlic. It's got a little bit of a fermenty flavor to it. Sriracha is all lightly fermented. This one comes through a little bit, but the sweetness is very strange compared to the other ones. I feel like they didn't read the assignment on this one. It even says on the label in little tiny words, spicy and garlicky, and it's not very garlicky, but it is sweet. Sweetness is not what I'm looking for. Roland Sriracha chili sauce is a tangy, spicy, tangy. It's not that either. Tangy, spicy sauce made from sun-ripened chilies and garlic with a delicate sweetness. Yeah, it's weirdly sweet. It's weirdly sweet, and it's also low in vinegar, so it doesn't have the acidity, the sourness that these typically have. So it's also unbalanced in that fact. I bet you that's part of what we're tasting in it being extra sweet, is that it also doesn't have the vinegar or the acid to balance it out. So they added more sugar and didn't balance it. It has acetic acid in it. But that's below garlic, which is itself below sugar. Here, sugar is above salt. If you like sweet, and you're looking for a sweet, spicy sauce, I wouldn't call this stuff sriracha, but it's that. I don't think I particularly like it. I don't think I particularly like it. It's not that bad. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean to these brands, even though they don't care. Um, it's weird. It's not like it's sugary candy sweet, but among these things, this one is a standout in its sweetness, which is a little strange. That's what it's coming out. That's what's coming through. That's what's coming through. It's strange. It's not that it's bad. It's that it's strange. It's not what you're expecting going into something labeled sriracha. It Take another dab. I also don't like the bottle. The bottle is too rigid. You need to be able to squeeze these bottles so you can get the dregs out. It's also significantly less spicy than most of these have been. Oh, although that might just be my tongue being burnt out over time. It's almost ketchupy in the amount of sweetness. That's, I think, where we're landing with it. It's it's got a level of sweetness that makes it kind of ketchupy, like if you made ketchup out of peppers instead of tomatoes. It's weird. I'm not bumping it up. It can stay down there in D. I don't think it's an F. I don't think it's a fail. It has given us a functional sauce, but I think they misread the assignment. Oh, we got to pick up the pace a little bit if I'm going to get through these in a reasonable amount of time. Here's one. Here's one that might be weird. Badia. Badia is mostly a brand of dry spices. Sauces are not their main thing. But lo and behold, did I see a sauce. Also, double the calories from the last one, which is, among these things, impressive because most of them have 0 calories because there's nothing in them. Ooh, it's much thinner. Get out. Get out some rice. Get out some rice. Give that one a taste. Could be foreshadowing. Wow, it certainly is not sweet. Oh, that's what I'm tasting. Ooh wee. It's different. It's a different one. Arash Mickey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing up. Glad to meet you. This one is a different beast. And I can tell you right away by reading the ingredients why. Number 1, cayenne peppers, vinegar, sugar, red habaneros, salt, garlic. So it's got that bright flavor of habaneros, but it's also got that kind of harsh peppery flavor of cayenne. It's super different. It's pretty spicy. It's quite spicy. It's, I don't know. It's pepper forward, and they're different kind of peppers. So really doesn't taste like the other ones because it doesn't taste like jalapenos at all. Ooh, it's pretty spicy though. It's definitely on the spicy side of these things. It's easily as spicy or spicier than the hoi fong. The flavor is very different. It does, despite having more sugar yet than even the last one, doesn't have that weird sweetness, or if it does, I think it works better with the pepper flavors they're using. I would I would say it's pretty good, honestly. It's good. It's just again, I think they where are you on my list? It's good, but it's very different. I think I'm going to bump it above Melinda's. On Monday, I will not be able to taste whatever I'm making. Correct. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it above Tabasco. I really like the Tabasco, and this one is, it's super different. It's super different, but it's good. It's good in just a really, I made a face because I was entirely not expecting what I ended up tasting out of this, but I don't think it fails to make a sriracha. It's just coming at it from such a different angle that it's a surprise. I think it would probably, and I don't know, okay, half the bottle's in Spanish, half the bottle's in English, half the bottle's in Spanish, and I got it out of the Mexican foods aisle, not the Asian foods aisle. So I bet you they're going for what? Italicized impact font? I bet you they're going for a more Mexican pepper sauce, like a Mexican hot sauce flavor, but turned into a sriracha, a thick, garlicky sauce. I like it. I'm surprised. I'm surprised and I like it. I need a palate cleanse. And some water too. In fact, let's take a little breather. Let my mouth recover just a moment. I will ask you guys the questions I always ask you. How you been? How's it going? What's new? What's for dinner? How many hot sauces have you tasted today? Never recovered. Just you wait. We got some mean ones coming up. We got some mean ones coming up. I know for sure. Let my palate calm down just a little bit. Just a little bit. You survived another week. Hooray. These are all. A lot of these are a product of Thailand. This one's a product of Colombia. I wonder if the ones coming out of Thailand are just the same. Tapatio. I do like tapatio. Oh, a little bit of a spicy burp there. That's going to be happening all night, isn't it? Okay, up next. Crying Tiger. Crying Tiger. Now, there was a cat. This will bring up the category issue. We're only doing 2 categories today, and those are regular Sriracha and Sriracha Mayo. There were also categories potentially for Sriracha Ketchup and Sriracha Ranch. But so few brands were willing to dive into those angles that I didn't make categories for them. Crying Tiger was one. They made Sriracha Ketchup. It's a great pun. The label is really good. I hope this one is good. We'll be seeing them again too because they are in the mayo category as well. They've got a thickness. I should be putting that there so you guys can see the thickness. Get down with the thickness. Get a taste. It's got a little texture to it. It's not anywhere near as gritty as the Lecum Key. I'm doing a compare. It's got a little bit of texture. It's less spicy than the Hoi Fong. And it's thicker. It's very garlicky. I'd say it's more garlicky than the Hoi Fong. Very garlic forward. It's slightly sweet. It's not nearly as sweet, but it's slightly sweet compared to a couple of these other ones. Other than that, it's very close. The pepper flavor jumps out when you eat it on the rice. It's not as hot. It's more garlicky. It's got that good sort of bright, fresh red pepper flavor. They've only said red chili, but it definitely is the red jalapeno. I quite like that one. I'm giving that one a good score. Where are you, Tiger? I'm gonna pop it above Melinda's. That's a good one. That's a good one. It would be a good stand-in for Hoi Fong if you can't find it. It's a little bit different, but it's in the same realm. Ooh, it definitely has a burn to it. Quite a few of these now have had a slower burn. They don't hit you right off the bat. They kind of creep up a little bit. We're gonna need more milk. What do you mean no A tier? This is the A tier. A lot of things are in A tier. Nothing in the S tier so far. A lot of things in A tier. And a couple things down there in F. Below the fold, as so to speak. Up next, another brand that does a lot of... Well, I started out by putting Hoi Fong right here in A. I tasted that one first and I put it right there and I said, that's our standard. It's a good, solid A. It's a good solid A. So we're looking for S tiers to be like, wow, that's fabulous. And I'll probably give the ones that end up in a double check right at the end to see if any of them bump up. But nothing has like just been like, wow, that's amazing. That's what I'm sort of reserving S for, is something that just leaps out at me as being exceptional. Uh, Up next, I've got Dynasty, another brand that makes a lot of sauces and ingredients and such. And they threw their hat into the Sriracha ring at some point. Put a nice big dragon on the front. It's got some thickness. Hold on, I gotta compare. Hold on, I gotta compare. Oh no, not even similar. I think it's got a little bit more of the fermented funk in the back. It's on the sweeter end of these. That's why I went and compared it to the Roland. It's got some of that sweetness to it. It's not as extreme as Roland. It's garlicky. It's got, I think what I'm tasting is that fermented flavor. I think they've gone a little bit more on the fermented aspect of it. What have they got in here? Yeast extract, paprika. Okay. So they're trying to lean in on that savory element. Oh my. It really opens up on the rice. Mmm. It's good. It's much more. It opens up a lot more on the rice. Raya, hi. What are the criteria for the ranking? What I feel like. I'm just tasting them and then slapping them up there based on my opinion. Um, Also, welcome, welcome. We are on this one. Dynasty. I'm going to give myself a top off of my milk here. I've definitely burned out my tongue a little bit. The first couple were much spicier. So I might have to circle back on Frank's, give it a second taste. Sizen. Hi. Dynasty. It's good. They're leaning into the savoriness. It's got a little bit of that funk to it. It's sweet, but not weirdly sweet like the Roland was. I feel like a lot of these are going to end up in the same category. I didn't include prices for any of these, but I know some of them are going to be. That should be a consideration as well. Where do I want to put? Where do I want to put Dynasty? Get Dynasty up here. Eventually, I intend to eat them. Why did I put Melinda's in A? Melinda's is, Oh, they're so different. They're so different. Melinda's is so much more acidic. I'm comparing to some of the other A's here. Melinda's had that slow burn. It was also boy, none of them quite taste like Hoi Fong. None of them quite taste like Hoi Fong, do they? I put Body way up there, didn't I? Oh, that's right. Body is the weird one. Body is the one that's so hard to compare because it tastes nothing like the other ones. You know what Body it tastes like? It tastes like Tabasco, but like regular Tabasco, not Tabasco Sriracha. My taste buds are going to be scorched after this. I'm going to put Dynasty here. It's a good one. It's got the sweetness, but it's not overwhelming, and I think they balanced it out with the savory stuff pretty well. But hi, Saizan and Raya. Welcome in. How's it going? Have you had any hot sauce lately? I think we should get into the store brand Friends. Dairy products cannot fix everything. No. I think we should get into the store brand group. The store brand has one thing in common. They use this kind of lid. And exactly the same bottle. These are the 3 grocery stores that I have locally. This one is actually just the Hy-Vee. The other 2, that's the house brand that my local grocery stores use. And then I've also got Trader Joe's. But we're going to start with Food Club. Bargain discount brand. I hate the bottle. Gonna say that right away. Dislike that kind of lid. Points off. Also, it's got a weird visual texture to it. And the bottle is indented in. Great for cooking, seasoning, and marinade. And the first ingredient is water. Ugh. Your tummy hurts. You should feel my tummy. peppery, but it's not spicy. It just tastes like pepper. It's very flat. I'm not getting the garlic flavor out of it at all. It tastes like pepper, but it's only a little spicy. Again, my palate's kind of blown out, but I do not have any Underwood Ranch Sriracha. My understanding is that Underwood Ranch itself was the supplier, that they were a grower, and they had a contract dispute with Hoi Fong, which was the time when you couldn't get any Sriracha from Hoi Fong. And they said, oh, there were droughts and we couldn't, our crop failures. And what actually happened was they were in a contract dispute with Underwood Ranch. But no, I don't have any of that. I didn't order anything in for this. It was the only stuff I could find. Food Club. Food Club is a store brand, and I am going to hold that against it. I'm going to give it a C, though. We're going to bump it down. We're going to knock it below Lee Kum Kee, but it's not offensive. It's just super generic. It lacks any sort of depth or complexity. Distributed by Topco Associates. That one's distributed by Unfi. And this one's sold by Trader Joe's. And this one's sold by Hy-Vee. Okay, so they're not all coming from the same place. That Food Club, not bringing it. Food Club's not bringing it. They are using literally the same packaging, though. The same little weird lid. Watching a tree be cut down across the street, man in a bucket with a chainsaw cutting towards himself. Yeah, that seems like a Darwin Award right there. Okay, this one is, I didn't mention the color of most of these. And I didn't mention it on Food Club, but I noticed it there. It's much paler and more transparent. This one, even more so. It's really like light, and I can see the rice, I can see the spoon through the sauce. That tastes almost exactly the same. It's different on rice. I'm glad I did the rice, because tasting these just plain on a spoon, it's hard to tell what's going on. The rice, the starch in the rice kind of opens them up. It's better than the Food Club one, but not by a lot. It's still real flat. It's a little bit sweeter, but I think it's also a little bit more acidic. So it kind of works. Oh, actually, it's a lot more spicy. It's got a slow burn, but it's a lot more spicy than that Food Club one. I thought I was completely burned out on my taste buds, but nope, here it comes. Ooh. Okay. Don't know if I like how slow that burn was, but it definitely has that. Uh, let's find it. Essential every day. Oh. So it's beating Food Club. Let's give it a side by side with Lee Kum Kee and what I think about that. Give it a. Oh, I forgot how weird that one is. Ooh, I forgot how weird Lee Kum Kee is. No, it's not as good as Lee Kum Kee. It still falls behind Lee Kum Kee. Even though Lee Kum Kee is kind of weird and gritty, and I still think it falls behind. But it's above Food Club. It beats that one. Up next, Hy-Vee. The most recent addition to our grocery ecosystem, not counting the Costco, which I did go to, and did you know Costco does not have Sriracha? I thought they might have like store brand there, but not even. They didn't even have Hoi Fong. They had no Sriracha at all. Full stop. Yeah, I was shocked. Is this dinner milk, rice, and hot sauce? Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Now that one literally tastes exactly the same. It looks better though. It's thicker, it's smoother. It's spicy. This dinner's well, listen. I do this for you. I'm suffering for you. That's me. That's me. Hot. Welcome back, Glacier. We are indeed plowing through as we plow through. There are a couple of F's there below the fold. This one is spicy. This one is upfront spicy too. It's not the slow burn of that essential every day. It comes right out the gate at me. But the flavor's worse. Flavor's different. It's a lot spicier than the last one. Every time I'm worried my taste buds are just burnt out on this stuff, I get one that's just real spicy. Ooh. Ooh, it's almost harsh. Ooh. Whew. It's making my nose run again. Ooh. Oh, boy. Ah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too spicy. Ooh. I don't like it. It's too spicy. It's not bringing anything special to the flavor, but it's just being spicy. I'm putting it above Roland, but I don't like it. It's unpleasant. Ooh, I didn't expect store brand to come in with too spicy. Ooh. Because it's not just up front, it also lingers. Ooh, wee. No, I don't like that one. The flavor is super generic. It tastes that red pepperiness, but it doesn't really have much garlic. It doesn't have much depth or complexity. It's not sweet at all. But it's just like it's too much pepper. They threw off the balance. It's more like a hot sauce than a sriracha. It's like a thickened hot sauce. Whew. Ugh. Buh. Yeah, it tastes hot. It just tastes hot. Oh. Wow, it was a lot spicier than most of these have been too. I'm surprised that that one. If that had been my first one, I think I would have just thrown in the towel. Because I thought that the Hui Fong was pretty spicy right out the gate, but ugh, do better, Hy-Vee. Ugh, jeez. Okay, the last one of our store brands. The last one of our store. Oh, hold on. I gotta clean my mouth out a little bit. Nah, no, no, disapprove. Okay, the last one of our store brands is Trader Joe. This is the only one that I had to go afield to get. The nearest Trader Joe's is about an hour away. And since I knew they would have their own brand, and it's only an hour away, I did take the drive to get Trader Joe's. Because I didn't order anything in. In that note, we are missing some key ones that I think I should probably include in the taste test, but I could not find locally. Texas Pete is a huge brand that makes a sriracha, and I could not find it. Nobody here has it. And likewise, Flying Goose is one of the most common ones that comes up in searches, and I've seen it. I just could not find it. On the trip to Trader Joe's, I stopped at the big Asian market in the Twin Cities, and they had a spot on the shelf for Flying Goose, and they were sold out. So I don't know what that tells you. It tells you something. It sure means something. Trader Joe's does not have that same cap. They have a superior version of the non-nozzle cap. Looks pretty good. I'm getting a little bit full too. Got a little bit full here too. Take smaller mouthfuls of rice. Okay, taste this one. Less hot than that last one, which at this point is good. Peppery, subtly garlicky, not strongly garlicky. It's not very spicy at all compared to most of these. Not like it's mild, but not it's not on the top side of the spice spectrum. The flavor is just decent. Nothing special about it really. I think I'm going to give it a B. And I think I'm going to put it slightly below Ox Brand because it's just like okay. It's okay. But there. Because it's just kind of, it's okay. Would Cholula be counted? No. At least I'm not aware that Cholula has made a sriracha. I have only selected things for this taste test that have advertised themselves on the package to be sriracha, not just a general hot sauce taste test. I do like Cholula as a hot sauce, but this is specifically a sriracha taste test, which means I also avoided, as a preview for the future, P.F. Chang has a sriracha mayo, but the counterpart bottle that's not mayo does not say sriracha. It just says Korean hot sauce. So I didn't pick it because they're not claiming that it's sriracha. Trader Joe's definitely has a back end heat to it that's creeping up on me. It's fine. It's just kind of fine. I want to try this one. This one comes in an enormous bottle. One of the largest bottles we've got. The actual largest bottle we've got that we are going to taste. It's slightly smaller than the shark bottle, but the shark bottle was, of course, spoiled when I got it opened. So we're not tasting that one. This one I got. This is the biggest bottle and also the cheapest bottle. Not per volume, but cheapest in absolute terms. This one was the cheapest one. And I got it at Menards, the hardware store, where they were clearance sailing it. Hi, Isosceles. You are not first. Congratulations. Welcome in. So this was acquired by a hardware store, and then they apparently couldn't sell it, so they discounted it from its already bargain basement price. I'm not having high hopes for this one. But hi, Isosceles. Welcome, welcome. Fortunately for you and for me, there will be a recording of this that we can go back and look at. Oh, apparently I did drop a couple of frames at some point. Hopefully nobody noticed that. I'm attempting to put the same amount of rice and the same amount of sauce on the spoon each time. But it's the best of Thailand, so it's got to be good, right? Down the hatch. Oh. Ugh. What is that? Ugh. It's... Ugh. I'm tasting it again. I'm tormenting myself with this stuff. It's a little bit spicy. It's a little bit spicy. It's sweet. What is in this? What is in this? Chilies, garlic, sugar, tapioca starch, vinegar, salt, xanthan gum, preservatives, paprika. It's wrong. It's it's maybe it'll be better on rice. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It tastes like, first of all, it's only a little bit spicy and it's a lot sweet. So it's already running into the problem Roland had with it being too sweet for what it is. The consistency of it is bizarre. Considering it's thickened with tapioca, that kind of makes sense. It's got the consistency of like an over thickened sauce, or almost like a puddingy consistency. It's and the flavor, the flavor, it's too sweet, but it's not just sugary sweet. It tastes starchy. It's real bad. It tastes like rice bran almost. It's just it's getting an F. It's getting an F. It's getting a legit F. Where are you? Oh, it's also the one I couldn't find a official logo for, so I cropped it. I cropped it off the bottle. Uh, it isn't spoiled, so I'm going to put it above Shark Brand, but it's bad. It's just it's wrong. It is not. It is not good. Okay, I was expecting it to just be a low quality sauce, not actively off-putting, but it hit actively off-putting, which is kind of impressive. So it lives down there below the fold. Ooh, boy, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they could miss the mark that hard. Um, we're getting into the small bottles now, smaller. Uh, this guy comes from the organic section and is more expensive as a result. Also, when I looked up to see if Whole Foods had a Sriracha, they did not have a house brand, but they had this stuff. How many are there in total? We have 5 more regular Srirachas after this. So there are 6 more Srirachas. And then there's a dozen mayos. So we're still plugging away. The mayos I saved to the end because I figured they would be less spicy, probably. So I can chill out a little bit toward the end of this. My tummy hurts a little bit. My tummy hurts a little bit. But now I'm committed, so we're just doing it. Ooh. We'll probably take a little break after the Buldak. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you missed it, one of these is Buldak, and that one is going to blow my head off. That one for sure is going to blow my head off. Oh. How do you open this? Oh, that's a... Look at that. Look at that weird... You pay extra for this weird proprietary lid. Because it says on the thing, plant-based and gluten-free. Yeah, they're all plant-based and gluten-free. It's hot sauce. It's not... It's not... It doesn't have the... Ugh, I hate that. I hate that marketing. It's just got that hard-to-squeeze bottle like Roland. Oh, definitely have the nose runs the snuffles off of this stuff. Whew, okay. It's gritty. It's acidic. It's garlicky. It's spicy. Oh, I'm comparing it side by side with the Lee Kum Kee because it has the same grittiness. It's not exactly the same, but it is extremely similar. Ugh. I would say you can probably skip that and just get the Lee Kum Kee because they are like right neck and neck next to each other in terms of their flavor profile. And they have that slight grittiness. Ugh. I pre-gamed Pepsid. And I've got some Tums if I need if I need them. Excuse me. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh. Blah. Lee Kum Kee is spicier than Sky Valley, I think. I know exactly where Sky Valley is going. Directly below Lee Kum Kee because it is virtually indistinguishable. I do need some milk. Oh no, I realized I messed up when I tried the first one. I was like, oh my god, this is spicy. This is what you signed up for, right? This is what you guys subscribe to this nonsense, right? Me doing spicy challenge tier lists. Oh, I don't like Sky Valley. I don't like Sky Valley. Okay. Nobody requested this. I volunteered. Okay. Famous soy sauce brand, and the first of our funny shape bottles. Oops. We're back. Wango, Bezos bucks. Oh my god. 3 months of Prime. Well, your third month of Prime. Welcome back. You get all the nonsense. Also, that's a quarter to my goal, according to my tracker, my gold tracker. Hooray. Thank you so much. We are indeed suffering for our art. Whew. So this is in fact the brand of soy sauce that I use as my go-to. Kikkoman. I know they make other things, but This will be my first time trying this. A little taster on the spoon and a little scoop of rice. I should take some slightly smaller scoops of rice, I think. I made a whole vat of rice, so I would be sure to have enough because leftover rice is endlessly useful, so I don't worry about having extra. It's a very dark red compared to the rest of these guys. In a funny little bottle. I'm showing you these more often because it's a slight delay before they go in my mouth because I'm getting a little gun shy. Getting a little gun shy on these things. Very similar. Spicy, garlicky. Chili pepper, vinegar, garlic. They got the ingredients in the right order. Spicy, garlicky. Which one do I think that one reminds me of? It reminds me of the last one I just tried, the Sky Valley. It reminds me a little bit of the Lee Kum Kee. Not the Dynasty. It reminds me of those last two. I'd say it's a little bit edging them out. But not on rice. It's real flat on rice. Natural flavors. This is the first one that has said that on the label. I don't know. Lee Kum Kee. Not Lee Kum Kee. Kikkoman. You're in this same realm. I'm going to put you in between those two. I'm going to put you above. I'm going to put you in between. He's in here somewhere. My mouth hurts. My mouth hurts. I don't like him. Okay, our smallest bottle today. Yellowbird. Wow, that last one's got a slow burn on it too. Yellowbird is a slightly upscaled, supposedly quality brand. From Texas. They're like an organic brand, but they come out of Texas. So hopefully they know what they're doing with he needs a side hustle with all the budget cuts they're giving him these days. Ooh, it's got a goopiness to it. My mouth hurts. Wow. Hold on. Mm, mm, mm. We can't stop now. Although next time I do a taste test, it's going to be something that there's not as many of and it's not spicy. Okay, Yellowbird, Blue Agave Sriracha. Whoa! Boy, Yellowbird is in a category of its own. Wow. It's super different. Jalapeno peppers, blue agave nectar, vinegar, garlic, salt, tangerine, and lime. Wow, it's sweet, it's peppery, it's it's really good. I was ready to poop on this one like I did with the Sky Valley stuff, but no, it's bringing it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. In the same way that Badia distinguished itself by not just trying to be the same thing, this one is also just not trying to be the same thing. Um, but dang, it's a standout. It's really tasty. It's got some complexity to it. It's less of a savory. It's not shooting for that savory angle like a lot of these are. It's leaning in on the sweet side, but it's not doing it. It's not doing it ham-fistedly like Roland did, where they just dumped a bunch of sugar into it. They're taking that sweetness and they're running in the fruity direction with it. And it's giving it this really bright flavor. Which is why I'm going to give it a solid F. No, um, I think I'm going to give it. I think that's exactly what the criteria I was looking for an S. Was something that just like excels at what it's trying to do. Makes me stop and go, wow, which this one did. It's really good. It's also not massively spicy, which at this stage in my tasting I'm thankful for. It even says mellow hot, one little flamey. Um, no, I really like it. They got a little thingy, little matchsticks, one little matchstick. No, it's a good one. It's a good one. It's getting my first S. It's getting my first S of the day. It's beating out Hoi Fong in terms of just like taste it and just bang. Wow, it's a heck of a thing. I am surprised. I've never had Yellowbird before. It's a little on the pricier side, so I kind of avoid it because honestly, a lot of the things that are a little on the pricier side and to end up being not quite so good and just waste of money on them. But boy, I'm going to give their other things a try now after the success of this one. Wow-wee, that was tasty. Okay, moving on from Yellowbird to a different bird, a much more controversial bird. Avert your eyes if you're easily offended. Look who made a sriracha. Look who made a sriracha and put it in a bottle. I'm going to try to give them an honest shake instead of just automatically failing them. But also, they made these giant, like, ketchup jug bottles. Oh, and it's even got the ketchup squirter lid with that little nipple thing going on. Making my nose run. Okay. Oh God, and that's the smallest amount I could get out of that bottle because of the way those squeezy things work. Okay, well, points off for your container. Points off right off the top for your container. Also, points off because I hate you. Give it a taste. Accurate. False. False. Wow, it's like it's a case of did not read the assignment. You have not made a success. It tastes like that stuff. It tastes like sweet chili sauce. Like it's very sugar syrup forward. It's extremely sugar syrup forward. It's not an awful flavor, but it did not read the assignment. It made something. They made something completely different here. They did not make Sriracha. You can kind of see it too, where it looks like sweet chili sauce. They made sweet chili sauce and called it Sriracha, which is not what it is. As a sweet chili sauce, it's not the worst. But honestly, like every other thing I've tried from this place, it's super middle of the roady. Even their famous sauce is something I could make at home very easily. It's pretty basic stuff. I don't think I could make this one at home, but I could get this exact same thing without their branding on it for less money. So D for did not read the assignment. Actually, I suppose I said points off. Didn't I say points off? F. Did not read the assignment and put it in the worst packaging of the day. Their famous sauce is 1 part Sweet Baby Ray's, 1 part honey mustard, 1 part mayonnaise. That's it. That's how you make that stuff. It's sweet barbecue sauce, sweet mustard, and Isosceles, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Flaming Butthole. Flaming Butthole, if you're here, and I know you are, welcome. You get access to all of the best emotes, like this one. Like this one. This is the only one I feel right now. The only one I feel today. Ugh. Ooh. I'm not. I need to. We need to take a moment. We need to take a moment because I'm not gonna lick this plate off. That sauce got everywhere, so I'm gonna quickly rinse off my tasting tools here. Oh, boy. Making my nose run. Well, Chick-fil-A, if you hadn't put it in the worst bottle of the day, you would have gotten a D because you did not read the assignment. Bob. Oh, sorry, my nose is very running from all this hot sauce. Bob, welcome in. Hi, thank you for the sub. 6 months. 6 months. Has it been that long? Has it actually been that long? It feels like it hasn't been that long. And you've kicked off a hype train. Everyone's jumping in. Apparently nobody else liked Chick-fil-A either. It got an F. There it is, down there with the F. Down there with the hardware store and the things that were spoiled. We've only got 2 Srirachas non-mayo left. And I did say I was going to have Buldak last, which means the next one is another strange container. This is not the correct container to put your Sriracha in. This is a wide mouth glass bottle. This is also the liquidiest one of the day by a wide margin. I shook it up. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have, because you should have seen what this one looked like. It doesn't say it's salad dressing. It says it's Sriracha sauce, which is why it's on our list here. But you should have seen this stuff. It separates when you let it sit. It gets about that thick a layer on the top of clear yellow liquid, and all the red stuff stays down here. So it legitimately separates when you let it rest, which is weird. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just liquid. It claims to be Sriracha, so it's in my list. I avoided another one that was marketed itself as Sriracha marinade. It was the only one that claimed to be a marinade. A bunch of these say on the label, "Use me as a marinade," but that was the one that was front and center. It was, "This is a Sriracha marinade," and I did not include that one. This one, I feel like, is in that same category, but it didn't claim to be. Oh my God, it's so soupy. It's so soupy. Okay, I've poured some of it out. I feel like we're gonna get a did not read the assignment on this one, but we'll give it a fair shake. We'll give it a fair shake. Okay, it's not quite as bad as that face makes you think, but it is definitely getting a did not read the assignment. Oh, it's so vinegary. Oh, the label is oh, okay. The peppers they used are Serranos, so that's why it doesn't taste like the rest of these at all, because it's got Serranos in it. One of the ingredients in this is hot sauce, which itself contains vinegar, and then vinegar is also a separate ingredient. It's vinegar forward. It's more vinegary than like Crystal hot sauce or those hot sauces that are just peppers and vinegar. This is as vinegary as those. This is just straight up vinegar. This is not a sriracha at all. This is a hot sauce, and it's vinegar first hot sauce. Ugh. Which is why I made that face. I was not expecting to just dive in to a mouthful of vinegar. This is not a sriracha, not even close. This explains why it's so watery. It's mostly vinegar. If you want to take shots of spicy vinegar, that's what this stuff is. You know what? No, it's not getting a did not read the assignment. It's getting an F because I also hate the container it comes in. Because it is a vinegar hot sauce. It's a vinegar hot sauce, but a vinegar hot sauce is supposed to come in a bottle like this. I have a bottle of Crystal. Because you dose it out small. This stuff is real watery as well, but you don't pour it out. You dose it out in little shots. The wide mouth on this thing means it's impossible to do that. So, F. Did not read the assignment and put it in the wrong package. Same problem. Literally the same problem as Chick-fil-A. In fact, we'll put it... It's pretty much tied with Chick-fil-A. If it sits in the fridge for 2 weeks, no one cares because it's vinegar, and I've got a bottle of vinegar under the sink that's been there for at least a year, and it doesn't change at all. Neither will this. Neither will this. I really don't want to... I really don't want to eat this one. I really don't want to eat this one. Oh boy, I came into this hungry, and it's making me not. And apparently I let all the cold air out of my fridge because it just kicked on, so... Okay. Okay, didn't eat that one. I don't want a mouthful of vinegar. I don't want a second mouthful of vinegar. That one's non-sriracha. Oh, that's so far we have 2 in our categories here that are just not sriracha. They both got Fs for just not being sriracha. Okay, the one I am the most scared of. The one I am the most scared of. And it is also the smallest bottle and the most expensive bottle. Buldak. I didn't know Buldak made a sriracha, but Buldak made a sriracha. And there it is. And they charge you extra for it, apparently. Ooh. The sides of the package are all opaque, but you can see the bottom. And this stuff is furious. Thank you for gifting a sub to Don't Be Scared. Welcome in, Don't Be Scared. This stuff looks angry. And like all Buldak, I think there's chicken in this. Yep. There's chicken in this. So this one is not vegan. Oh, the size of that opening makes me unhappy as well. Ooh, and it comes out real fast. Probably shouldn't have got. Probably shouldn't have given it the second little dab. Why am I doing this to me again? Why not? uh, Buldak, yes, Buldak. They have really good flavor. They do a really good job on their products, but they are very hot. They're the hottest instant ramen noodles on the market that I've encountered. This stuff is noticeably runnier. Mm. You know, it's not blown my head off. It's spicy. It's very savory. I think it's less spicy than their normal hot sauce, which I also have here. It's definitely spicy. Oh, it's also building. It's also building on me. So I might regret having more than the amount that I just had on anything. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's sneaking up on you. The flavor is completely different from the rest of these guys. And the obvious reason for that is there's chicken in here. And you can taste it. It's got that chicken extract flavor that is giving it a deep savoriness that none of the rest of these are even getting close to. It is shooting its shot in a different direction, which the last couple that shot their shot in a different direction nailed it and did good things. The Yellowbird and the Badia both took left hooks and connected. This guy, I think, is. Let's try it on rice. Okay. With the starchy rice and it having to stay in your mouth longer to chew it, it's definitely got a lot of spice to it. Which is what gets you with the noodles as well, is that you have to end up chewing the noodles so it stays in your mouth and really burns. So, putting it on stuff, way spicier. Mm. I don't think it nailed it. It's not. It's no Yellowbird. Oh, it's. Okay, it's the last one. Whew. No, Bob. the trick, if you run out during COVID, you just catch COVID and then you can't taste anything anyways. And it doesn't matter then. Oh, that's so spicy. That's so spicy. This one is spicy. Eating it on the rice. Eating it on the rice took it to the next level. Okay, that's what I was expecting from Buldak. It's just blow your head off. Oh, blow your head off hot. Holy crap! Blow your head off hot is this one. Oh, oh boy. Oh. Okay, here's my trick, because I like Buldak's noodles a lot. Here's my trick with Buldak's noodles. They put the spicy stuff in a separate packet from all the rest of the stuff. So you can just add as much as you want, and I suggest adding a little, tasting, seeing what you like, adding a little, get that perfect point. If you just rip the thing open, dump the whole thing in there, they're really hot. But it's designed so that you can control it. It's not just all in the mix together right off the bat. Likewise, this stuff, very hot, but it also has a really strong savory flavor. So you would only need to add a little dab of it to substantial amounts of stuff. I had it on a spoon of rice, so I was just getting blasted. It's good. It's very spicy. You have to use just tiny dabs of it. Ice cream might be on the... Oh. I do not have an idea for a taste test yet. This is kind of a trial run to see how well taste tests go over. And I didn't want to do taste test on my regular day, just in case people were like, "Oh, I don't like the taste test." But yeah, it's gonna be something that there's less of. When I started collecting these, I did not expect there to be this many, so it kind of got away from me. So that's part one. Part two, something that doesn't hurt. Please, something that doesn't hurt. But that was the last one of the regular ones, and the mayos are going to be less spicy. So we're on the back of it. Oh, and the mayos, we also we've got a bunch of notes to go through with the mayos. Oh, okay. Let's take a little bit of a breather. That one was just... Oh. 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 Oh, man. Hey, drop suggestions in the Discord. Here, let me go grab a Discord Discord link. Bang. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. We survived. We survived the Buldak. We survived all the regular srirachas, except for the ones that I did not eat because they were visibly spoiled. If you missed that part, way back at the beginning, look, this brand got an F because their seals don't work. And I know it's not just a fluke because I also got this one. Same brand. Different day, different store. Different variety. They look the same, but they're supposedly different. But hey, whatever that brown stuff is, we're not going to find out. We're not going to find out. Not ever. Okay. Okay. Well, that hurt. Let's start on the mayos with the ones that have an equivalent in the non-mayos. So Lee Kum Kee makes a mayo and a non-mayo. Crying Tiger makes a mayo and a non-mayo. And Kikkoman makes a mayo and a non-mayo. And also, one of the store brands jumped in with a mayo. They call theirs a sandwich spread, so I expect that one to be particularly on the mild side. Yeah, those glass bottles with the weird lumpy brown bits in them, they had a. There was no safety seal inside the metal cap. There was a plastic seal around the outside of the metal cap that clearly did not work. And again, I got two different bottles from different locations on different days. And they were both like that when I got the safety seal off. So that's why I gave the brand an F. We liked Crying Tiger, so I'm going to start us off with Crying Tiger here. Oh, I've been looking forward to getting into the mayos because hopefully they're less spicy. So, Crying Tiger, Sriracha Chili Sauce Mayo. Which is also a standout among the group at being the darkest orange. Most of them are a fairly similar bright orange color. The Crying Tiger is the darkest orange of the group. And it looks the least mayo-y. I didn't write the Bulldog. I was in such pain. I was in such pain that I never rated Bulldog. F for her. No. It's doing what some of these other guys up here are doing. It's shooting its shot in its own direction, and it's kind of nailing it, but not as well as Yellowbird and not as well as Badia. So I'm tempted to give it an A, but a lower A than the other guys. I think I'm gonna beat. Right. I'll put it there. I'm actually gonna put it there. I'm gonna give it a high A. I'm gonna bump it. No. No, I changed my mind. We'll put it right in the middle. Right in the middle of the A's. Thank you for reminding me. I was very much distracted by how much that one hurt. You caught me, Bob. This is exactly why I did this. It's so that I could use these taco holders for something other than tacos. Go back and rank them within each level. Well, I'm trying to place them within the levels as I go, not just packing them on the end. So I'm already attempting to do that. I don't intend to go back and retaste them. I might go back through the A's just on a little quick basis to see if there's any shuffling around to do. Anyways, Crying Tiger Mayo. Boy, coming off a bunch of straight up hot sriracha sauces, going into a mayo is super, super different. In this case, there was not one that I considered to be like the standard. So it's got a little heat to it. It's creamy. It's It's 50. It's got mustard in it. Really? Hold on. You know what this one... got a little spice to it. Nothing, of course, compared to the recent ones. The consistency of this reminds me of the consistency of this. This was our F. But in this case, I'm not offended because it's a mayonnaise. So it has that thick mayonnaise-y taste. Some ones that I've thought about are frozen pizza, and then I went and looked at the frozen pizza aisle and was like, I can't afford this. There's 1,000 different frozen pizzas. Chicken nuggets. I've given a few thoughts. Let's taste this one with the rice. I looked at boxed mac and cheese too. That one might have to go over several days because a whole box of mac and cheese is quite a lot. I don't know what the standard sriracha mayo in my head is, but I feel like this one gets me a B. It's giving me some oddities in the flavor that I can't quite put my finger on, and I'm wondering if that's... Oh, it's got pickled chilies in it and mustard. Weird. It's shooting its shot. It's going somewhere with it. Oh. It's spicy. I think it, like most of them, would be good as a topping. I'm going to give it a B. I'm going to give it a B. I don't have a lot to say about it. Problem is I don't have a lot to say about it. I wish I tried using this website to do two separate lists, and it didn't like that, so I didn't do two separate lists. Because really the mayos shouldn't be compared directly to the non-mayos. Because now going back and tasting these other things, so I think the mayos are just going to be clustered to the right of whatever else we're doing in each category. Oh, boy. Second one up is Lee Kum Kee. Most famous for his oyster sauce. This one is much thicker. I suppose that Crying Tiger, I'm not looking at the thickness quite as much as I should. That Crying Tiger was kind of loose for a mayonnaise. I expect them to be on the thick side. Oh, my nose keeps running. I have some Kewpie. Mix some Kewpie into the Yellowbird, and the Yellowbird's so sweet, though. Probably should just mix some Kewpie into the Hoi Fong and say that's the standard. We could do that. We could do that real quick. 50-50, Hoi Fong and Kewpie. Tiny whisk. Tiny whisk. He's back. Dukes is better than Kewpie. I won't fight you because I think they're different and they both have merits in different fields. I will say Dukes is better than Hellman's. Okay, if that's our standard, which I don't know if we should call that our standard. It's rich, it's spicy, it's creamy. Without being sweet. I think that's what I was keying in on the Crying Tiger there that was putting me off a little bit. It's a mayo, but it's sweet. But if this is our standard, I'm going to bump it down. I'm going to bump it down based on that taste of that. Okay. Lee Kum Kee. That does not taste anything like the Crying Tiger. That tastes more similar to that. This tastes like the version of the sauce you would get on like a grocery store sushi roll when they got the sauce drizzle on it. Pretty good on rice. Oh, I'm so glad to be out of the spices. I'm so glad to be out of the really spicy ones. These are so nicer, so much nicer. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a B. It's doing a good job. I think if this is our standard and this is an A, which is darn good, I'd still call that an A. That would settle Lee Kum Kee in at a B, which, interestingly, means that their mayo has done better than their straight-up Sriracha. I would also say, I really doubt they're using their own Sriracha to make this stuff, because this stuff is not gritty. Whereas their Sriracha was the grittiest one here, which was kind of off-putting. Okay, and the third of our ones that made both, Kikkoman. And I like Kikkoman. They didn't do super well on their Sriracha, so hopefully they will do better Theirs is very thick, very mayonnaise-y. It holds its shape on the spoon. In a bit of a strange way. Oop. Did you see that? Was that on camera? It blorped. It blorped on me. It doesn't look the greatest, and it doesn't come out of this container really efficiently. There's a lot of blorping. It tastes really good though. It's very mayo forward. Very mayo forward. And like a decent tang to it. Compare it back to the standard. Way less peppery, way less pepper flavor forward than our standard back there. Very mayo-y on this one. Oh. Ugh. Mm. 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 We're starting a revolution. The Duke's Revolution. Speaking of Dukes, this has a little bit of that tang. Not as pronounced, but a little bit of that tang. But it's way, way light on the pepper, on the Sriracha. Maybe it's because I just came off of a huge pile of just straight up Sriracha, but also I'm glad we made up this as a sort of baseline. Because even though that's muted the spiciness level, the pepper flavor still cuts through really well, and it does not do that in this one. Kikkoman's Sriracha mayo is falling short. It tastes very mayo-y. It tastes like a flavored mayonnaise, which it is, but it really tastes like a flavored mayonnaise, not like a Sriracha mayonnaise. Kikkoman. I'm going to put it also in C. Yeah, it's not a did not read the assignment. I'm going to put it in C, but I'm going to put it below Crying Tiger. And then our only store brand among the mayos is also the last one that did a both. And much like Chick-fil-A, they have chosen violence with their bottle design. Not quite as violent. No, actually, holds its shape. They didn't put that little safety seal, that little safety nipple on there, which makes it not as bad. It's very pale. It's very pale. Pallid, I would even say. Mayo-y. Tangy. Tangier than the Kikkoman. Ooh, spicier than the Kikkoman too. It's got a distinct spiciness to it that the Kikkoman was missing. not very peppery. It's spicy and garlicky and mayo-y. Yeah, it's spicy, it's mayonnaisey, it's tangy. It's better than the Kikkoman, but it doesn't really scream pepper. It's missing out on that pepper flavor. I remind myself. Oop. That one's better. That one's better. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B, but I'm gonna put it below Lee Kum Kee. Hidden behind there. There. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. Okay. Next category. Discontinued products. This was the first one I got when I started collecting these things. And since I got it, it has completely disappeared from all stores. Near as I can tell, it has a discontinued product. So if it wins, that's a shame because we can't get it anymore. It is on the darker orange side, not quite as intense as the Crying Tiger, but very close to that. It's very thick, very thick. Yes, Best Foods and Hellmann's are the same brand. They all use this exact same this thing. They just switch out the. Check the date. Yeah, I mean, well, also when I got this one, it had the discount sticker on it. I got this one on discount. Best if used by. Might be a little expired. Might be a little expired. Oh. It's good though. You can taste the pepperiness. It's got a good acidity to it. It's creamy, but it's tangy. It's less good on rice. It's better by itself. That's odd. No, it is 2024. So maybe I was hanging on to that one a little bit too long. I think my nose is calming down a little bit. It's nice. It's not as good as our standard. It's not as good as our homemade mix. Boy, the homemade mix is really good. I would say just get a bottle of your favorite Sriracha and a bottle of mayonnaise and make your own mix. So far, at least. Where am I going to put Hellman's? It's good. It's probably the best one so far. I'm going to put an A. I'm going to give that one an A. I'm going to give that one an A. Disappointing that it's being discontinued because so far it's the best one. And our other discontinued product, this one. Now this one is currently being discontinued. My stores still have it, but they're clearancing it, and the tags all say discontinued. They are giving up on this one, I guess. Also, yeah, Sriracha. This is the standard Heinz squeeze bottle, which means it does in fact have the safety nipple. Oh, it leaked. It leaked out of the safety nipple, which is supposed to be what the safety nipple is there to prevent. That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. Also, it's watery. That's not a good sign. We might not enjoy this one. My safety nipples are leaking. Mayonnaise isn't supposed to separate like that, so that's a bad sign. That's the smallest amount I could get out. It just shot out. It's holding itself together a little bit. Ugh. It's hard to dose it out. It wants to just shoot. And I don't like the fact that it was kind of weirdly separating. That's not what you want to see. It's very tangy. I've already eaten some of it. It's very tangy. It's very creamy. What's the expiration date on it? Now that I've already tasted it. January. I may have held on to a couple of these too long. Mayonnaise is pretty stable. I'm not worried about it. It doesn't have any visible sign. Like, I opened all of these before we started to remove the safety seals. So I got a direct look at fresh off the top. I don't like how it's kind of bubbling. I think it may have gone off. I think that one may have gone off. I'm not going to hold that against Heinz brand. That's my fault for hanging on to it. The other one was $19.95. Well, hopefully I don't have botulism. That would be good. Well, the brief taste I had was very tangy. Free Botox. The brief taste I had was very tangy and very smooth and very creamy and not very sriracha-y at all. I don't want to give it a D for did not read the assignment. Don't want to give it a D for did not read the assignment, so I guess we're going to give it a C. It was fine. You get quite a lot of it in that container. Okay. That one aside. Okay, those are our discontinued ones. Up next, this one. Woodstock. Immediately off the top. Points off for this container. This is a terrible container for sriracha. This is a glass jar. It claims to be aioli. This is a glass jar. It is too wide of a lid for like saucing like that, but it is too narrow of an opening for doing a scoop and spread like you would with a big jar of mayonnaise. This is the worst possible size for this. Also, I accidentally bought 2 of these. So this one is still sealed. The button is down, still sealed. The other one went in here so that we can taste test it out. So I've got it in a squeeze bottle ready to go. So we don't have to stick my tongue in it. And also, I have tasted it because I put it in a squeeze bottle, so it was the one that was the easiest to use while we were still assembling the troops. This is a very standardized jar. This is the kind of jar a million different things use. But for this product, for sriracha mayo, don't put it in this. It's mayonnaise-y. It's tangy. It's sour. It's sour enough to give me a little bit of a pinch in my corner of my mouth. It's spicy, but very late on the palate spicy. It doesn't taste like aioli. So in that case, false advertising. It also doesn't really taste like sriracha. It does taste like a spiced mayo. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I don't really like it. I guess I just don't really like it a lot. Try it on some rice. Boy, it's already 7:30. It's gonna be a long one. Good thing I started early. The flavor disappears on rice. Exactly where you. That's why I have included it in my mayos, because it's mayonnaise. The flavor vanished on the rice, and it just tasted like mayo and rice. Which isn't a great sign for it. What was that? Woodstock? We're gonna give it a the sea, and it's expanding the seas. Like Kyogre, it expands the sea. Ooh, feel very good. Just a couple left. P.F. Chang, I mentioned earlier, they made a hot sauce that was the obvious counterpart to this one, but they didn't label it Sriracha, so we didn't try it. Also, P.F. Chang, the lid broke. As soon as I got this thing home, the squeeze lid broke. I still have it. Or did I throw it away? Nope, I still have it. I wonder why I don't feel good. There's the lid. It was not like that when I bought it. I got it home, dropped it on the floor, and the thing immediately snapped. So not a huge... Kind of makes it useless. Which is also why I didn't take the safety seal off of this one until just now. Okay, some rice. We are going to dose some out. Oh, weird. Interesting. It's very smoky. Tastes like it's made with chipotle. Ooh, wee. It's super different. It's creamy, it's mayonnaisey, but it's smokiness. Can I hot glue this together? I have no idea. Obviously the seal doesn't work. It's just wide open on the top because this thing isn't in there. Put it in like that. Ooh. I do on some things, not on this. Not today, at least. It's less intense on rice, but it's a very interesting sort of smoky flavor in the thing. I think that sets it apart from the crowd in the same way that we had some of our other guys up here do their own thing and succeed. I think P.F. Chang is doing his own thing and succeeding to a less extreme degree, but I'm going to put him above Hellman's. Okay. One I have no connections to. Beano, which I thought was a brand of anti-flatulence pills. but apparently it also is a brand of sandwich sauces. And they only have 3 products in the store where I found these. Uh, a sandwich oil, a sandwich vinegar, and Sriracha sandwich sauce. So there we go. It's got that same weird lid that the Sky Valley people used, but their own custom bottle. I'm a little tired of eating Sriracha, guys. Beano's. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that one's weird. It's spicy again. The spicy is back. These last couple were not spicy. That's one bringing back the spicy. Mm. It's weird. It's probably meant to go on sandwiches. Umami sensation. It's all the same stuff. It's just mayonnaise with chili puree and garlic. It's weird. It's sour. It's not tangy. It's sour. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. It doesn't. And maybe I'm just tired of eating these, but it doesn't. It doesn't do what I think I want a sriracha mayo to do. The thing that hits me most of it is the fact that it is so sour. Vinegar spices. Yeah, there's nothing. I think they just went too far on the vinegar. Getting a little tired of sriracha. Well, I mean, who'da thunk? Beano's. Beano's makes it better. That's their slogan right there. God, Beano's. Does Beano's makes it better, or does Beano's make it? I don't want it anymore. It could be my taste buds are wrecked, but the last couple weren't sour, so maybe the botulism from the Heinz is screwing up my mouth. I don't actually think there's botulism in the Heinz. None of these were bulging, like swelling. If anything, most of them were crushed in from air pressure. I'm gonna leave. I mean, I put it there. I put it there, just because I had to drop it while I scrolled up. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't really like it. I don't really like it. Liz, we are down to the last couple. In fact, we're down to the last 3. I can show you all 3 of them. We've only had one, maybe spoiled one that I actually ate, and 2 obviously spoiled ones that I did not eat. These are our last 3 entrants. It has been a time. I am tired of Sriracha. My dinner today has been a large quantity of rice with Sriracha and milk on the side. We did not eat this one, or even open it to look at it, because there was a plastic sheet around the neck up here, and when I got that off, there were these obvious large brown lumps that I just said, nope, didn't open it, not gonna open it, not gonna happen. And the other bottle, different variety, same brand, had the same problem. So then I gave them both our first F's of the day down here. I would have given them a did not finish, but the fact that 2 bottles of their product from 2 different stores on 2 different days were both spoiled, not a great sign. So they failed. The other F's earned their spots by being terrible. The mayos can expire more so. The srirachas shouldn't because they're so vinegary. Anyways, these guys. So this is literally the ones that my local grocery stores use on their grocery store sushi. Because they sell this right next to it. This is the topping sauce that they have associated with their own in-store sushi. Silver Spring is right here in town. They're a local condiment factory, specializing in mustards and horseradishes, but they've also got this. And then apparently the Wisconsin State college football Badgers, the Badgers, made a line of condiments, including a sriracha. So those are our last 3 that we're going to try. I don't think we're going to revisit the A's. I think I'm going to trust my judgment because I don't want to go back and taste more srirachas. So the promised let's revisit the A's is not happening. I'm calling it now. Also, I kind of wanted to do that when I didn't think we would get an S, just to make sure we were in a good ranking. But Yellowbird knocked it out of the park. Liz likes Snow Fox, so let's try Snow Fox first. Snow Fox burped a little bit there. We try each one plain on the spoon and on rice. Snow Fox. Snow Fox has the cutest logo, for sure. This one, it expired in January, and that's the one that they're most worried about. The other one was in 2024. It was oh, I forget which one it was now. Oh, it was the Hellmann's. The Hellmann's expired late last year, 2024. Discontinued product. Can't get new ones. The Snow Fox is very creamy, very thick and creamy mayonnaise. But unlike the other one that was very thick and creamy, it's got a good spice to it. It's not very pepper forward. We're comparing the mayos to this, which is a half and half mix of Kewpie and Hui Fong, which is a good, like, solid A. I like that. So we're kind of comparing them all to that, and they're all falling a little bit short. It kind of loses its flavor on the rice. It maintains its creaminess. It makes and kind of wakes up the tanginess of it, and it's got a decent amount of spice still. It kind of loses the flavor element though. All these mayos are falling a little bit short. It reminds me a lot of the other ones we've already got. I kind of want to give it a B. I kind of want to give it a B. It's nice, but it's not like... It's nice, but I've had better. I'm going to bump it above Lee Kum Kee, though. Also, easily the best logo amongst the group here. Easily the best logo. Silver Spring, the local brand. So how you doing, Liz? What's up these days? We are, how many hours in are we? I don't have any of my timers going. A while. This is taking a while. So I'm glad we're wrapping it up soon. Silver Spring makes excellent mustards. I've never tried their Sriracha, but they make very good mustards. So I'm hopeful. Well, it kind of came out in a weird little blorp. No. It's tangy. It's creamy. Creamy, hot, and tangy with a hint of sweetness. It's not very hot. It's quite mild. I'm not getting much of a hint of sweetness, but I suppose it's there because it's not there. Liz is making pizza. Everyone to Liz's house for pizza. It's very okay. I like it. I'm probably also going to give this one a B. I think I'm going to give this one a B just below Snow Fox. It's very similar. These mayos are very similar. The mayos are hard because they're very similar. I think the actual sauces had way more differences between them. Last one. The last one. Bucky Badger, Wisconsin Sriracha sauce. Oh, I didn't taste the on rice. Oh. I don't think that changes my ranking. It's very okay-ish. Okay. Honestly, on rice, it probably bumps down to a C. Okay, last one. The last one. We're tasting the last one. Mish. Hi. You're here in time for the last one. And you're not first. Congratulations. Is the sauce different than the mayo? Is it fair to judge them together? It is not fair to judge them together. And my original intent was to do 2 separate lists. But when I tried to make 2 separate lists for this tier list thing, it threw a fit. So I just put them all in one list. But hey, Mish, you're here for the last one. The mayos all have been worse than the sauces. Steel yourself. You can do one more. Boy, we even skipped 2 of these, and I'm having a rough time, having a time of it. That's pretty good. That one's pretty good. There are 2 mayos listed as being better than the base sauces they're based on. So yeah, that's accurate. That's a thing that we've done, and I stand by that. I think that's accurate. I like that. That's better. It's Oop. Blorp. It's just lightly spicy, but it's got a good flavor, good creaminess. And I'm at my most sick of eating this stuff as well, and it's hitting well. I think I'm going to give that one an A. I don't think I'm going to put it above P.F. Chang. I think P.F. Chang managed to be the only one of these idiots to do something different with the mayo. Well, in terms of the Lee Kum Kee, I am 100% confident that they are not using their own sriracha to make their sriracha mayo, because their own sriracha is gritty and their sriracha mayo is not. No, that's good. That one's good. It's not like a spicy thing. It's tangy, garlicky. It's got a tiniest little bit of heat in it. Not a ton, just a whisper. Oh, I said I was going to put it behind P.F. Chang. Sorry, right there. Yeah, no, it's hitting really well. It's kind of landing right in that sweet spot of being like the standard. That's the other than it being less spicy than the one I mixed up over here. It's the one that is sort of hitting this the best. Just kind of being the standard of this thing. And then P.F. Chang's has attempted to do something different to set itself apart and succeeded by making theirs smoky. Yeah. So, I mean, that means that P.F. Chang only wins by virtue of not doing the same thing. Bucky Badger here has done the best of just all the ones who tried to do the same thing They hit that mark the best. And that's it. I'm out of things. And that's it. I'm out of things. What'd you think? I have no idea how well this is going over with the old viewership. Not high praise. I gave him an A. I didn't shoot him. I didn't shoot the moon with him. They're no Yellowbird. By the way, Yellowbird. Damn, you did some fine work. In fact, here, let's do our. Now, Bucky isn't actually third place. Um, First, second, third. Well, that would mean Badia would be third place. I don't think Badia deserves third place. Yeah, no, I'm putting Bucky Badger in third place overall. No, I'm putting P.F. Chang's in there. I can't put P.F. Chang there. He'll spill. He has no lid. Anyways, Yellowbird is the clear winner. Yellowbird is the clear standout winner. Did a damn good job. Stabbed out in a weird direction. This is very citrusy and sweet and absolutely nailed it. This one is very, very, very good. So give it a try. It's also on the pricey side, which I hate recommending the ones that are on the pricey side, but it's on the pricey side. But dang, did they hit that mark? Um, like this. Uh, moving the camera's hard because the camera's bolted to the shelf above the worktop here. Oh, no spill. And then put Chang there and Hoi Fong there. I can take a photo of our winners over on the normal photo station even. This broken lid is not my favorite thing. I have to transfer that into one of these squeeze bottles. Oh. Oh. Okay, guys, I am tired, tired and sick of eating sriracha. So, I guess that's it. That's our final verdict. Yellowbird at the top, clear standout winner. We got some really good showings from some established brands here. Badia and Buldak and Dynasty all scored well because they are doing something different. They're not just trying to chase Hoi Fong. They're doing their own thing, and they're doing it well. Among the ones who are just trying to chase Hoi Fong, we've got these guys have gotten the closest and are being pretty good. The Mayos are a whole other story because there's not a really hard comparison. In the next drop, to lean around a little bit, Ox Brand. Ox Brand is a discount version of Hoi Fong. It is a off-brand, cheapo version of Hoi Fong, and it does a good imitation for what it is. Boy, and the rest of wow, the rest of the B's is populated by Mayos, other than Trader Joe. Everything in the C's, do better. You guys are falling short. In some cases, you're falling short of your own other product. Kikkoman is in the same row, but Crying Tiger is worse than itself. On the other hand, these two up here did better in the mayos. So I guess it goes both ways. Down in the D's, for the D's, you did not read the assignment. I did get Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's was the only one that I had to travel for. There's no Trader Joe's locally. I traveled for Trader Joe's. I got the Trader Joe's. But these three did not read the assignment. They did not make the thing that they said they were trying to make. Roland's is weirdly sweet. I can't even remember what was wrong with the Hy-Vee one. I can't even quite remember at this point what was wrong with the Hy-Vee one, but I excoriated it at the time. And Beano's was sour in a very strange way. And of course, down here at the bottom, the worst of the worst. Shark Brand was actively spoiled inside the containers, which is a problem. Best of Thailand brand was just awful. Just awful. Like, just awful. This was the one that came in this one. Did not read the assignment, put it in the bad packaging. They made a vinegar hot sauce and put it in a wide mouth bottle. So they did not make the sriracha they said they were making and put it in a bottle that does not serve it. Likewise, Chick-fil-A did not read the assignment. They did not make sriracha. They made a sweet chili sauce, a very syrupy, thick, sweet chili sauce. And then they put it in a bottle that means you cannot dose it out in small quantities because it has that same squeeze thing, the safety nipple. So they had earned a D for did not read the assignment. Both of them did. They both earned a D for did not read the assignment and then lost a ranking because of very poor packaging choices on top of that. And that is the final verdict. So can't recommend any of these if you're looking for a sriracha, and I can't recommend Shark Brand in general because apparently their packaging is shit. And I can't recommend Best of Thailand because my one experience with their only product is that it's just terrible. It's just terrible. Anyways, that is our NPF Chang's. NPF Chang's. There are our three winners. PF Chang's probably should lose a point for having easily damageable packaging. But I will take the blame on that myself. If you have ideas for taste tests, drop them in the suggestion box. I will think about them. I might take a long break before coming back to this, because this was an ordeal. And also, what are we looking at? 4 hours? 3.5. So I'm going to wrap us up so that I can go sit down. And also so that I can go move some of this mess through. Let's see who's on that I can raid you guys off to. Tomorrow's going to be fun. Yeah, something with less options next time will definitely be good. Definitely be good. And no more sauces. I'm full of those right now. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. Well, Faye was on earlier, but don't think she's still on. Lumpling Laura. It's been on for 45 minutes and is making rainbow sugar cookies. The Robster's playing a game today, not cooking. You want to go to a cooking place or just a fun place today? What do you guys think? Chef JT is wrapping up. Let's go to Laura. I'm going to go to food. We're going to go to Laura. Chick-fil-A, like, this isn't inherently a bad sauce. It is 100% not a sriracha. It is not. They did not read the assignment. And also, I said when I tasted it, you get the exact same thing in a different brand for less money. All you're doing is paying for the Chick-fil-A branding if you get this, because it is just sweet chili sauce. Rayu's got us hooked up with the raid messages, the dancing dinos if you're not subbed, and the happy faces if you are subbed. I will be back on Monday with something, not this. No taste tests. Nothing spicy. I'll see you then. Yeah, I learned stuff. We learned something. Hooray! No, thank you, and thank for the there was gift subs. Thank you for the subs. Oatmeal.